Spectacular, yeah, that's right.
Just as well, it's time for sport.
Mike's
Thanks,
back.
Tash. Thanks, Paul. Well, he was one of the Tigers' brightest prospects, but today James Tedesco announced he's heading to the nation's capital. Tedesco has accepted a 3-year multi-million-dollar deal to join the Raiders.
Born and bred in Tiger Town, but James Tedesco received an offer too good to refuse from the capital.
I told the boys this morning it's quite hard, I got a bit emotional there, but they're all backing me 100%.
The brittle 21-year-old, who will cash a reported paycheck worth $2.4 million over 3 years, doesn't have any qualms buying into Ricky Stewart's master plan.
I'm not really going to talk about the money. I don't know where you get your figures from, but it was never really about the money. I spoke to Ricky and I went down there on Thursday and I saw a great opportunity for me.
St George Illawarra caretaker coach Paul McGregor is a club legend, and he hates what's happened at his beloved Dragons, leading to the sacking of Steve Price.
It's hard for me, he's a mate of mine and we work well together, and he's not here.
He's angry they've been belted on the field, he's hurting over the dumping of his mate, and he's conflicted over taking the job.
And I wish he was right here doing this interview. I really do. The circumstances are, if I didn't do it, someone else would do it, and that's the only reason I'm doing it. It was an easier transition for the players.
Price has gone to ground. He hasn't spoken to the players, only to McGregor, and he told him to take his job for the sake of the club.
The club is pretty close to me too. I played a lot of years of football here, and the players are the most important thing at the moment, and they need less change.
McGregor has 6 days to put the Dragons back in order before taking on South Sydney next Monday night. Skipper Ben Cray says the players must take responsibility, especially in defence, after leaking 108 points in their past 3 matches.
We do have a team that can do it. We've just got to find that confidence and belief again.
Sam Stosur has pushed through the pain of a shin injury to win her opening round match at the French Open 6-1, 6-1. Fellow Aussie Ashley Barty wasn't as lucky, bowing out at the hands of local Elise Cornet. Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal and Maria Sharapova all progressed, but the most memorable moment came off the court at a press conference with losing Frenchman Nicolas Mahut.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I lost.
You lost?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what happened out there?
Are you serious?
No.
Did you watch the match?
No, I didn't. I was told that you won. I'm sorry.
Coming up, the Socceroos shrug off their draw with South Africa. And a look at their home away from home in Brazil.
Rules are coming July 1. Save it together, whatever the weather. Visit the Hunter Water website for more information.
Anything you can be,
I can be greater sooner or later.
The Honda CR-V, now available with a 2.2-litre turbo diesel engine. That's clever.
For a Schmacko's 12s. That's the Lego for Schmackos.
Are you looking for an unbeatable holiday deal?
You deserve a Captain's Red Label holiday, like Fiji. 7 nights, 5-star with return airfare from $1,575. Every Red Label holiday includes a $150 resort credit and free Wi-Fi, plus the confidence of price drop protection.
Call 131 600.
Maybe there's a better way to find the right person for the seat. Maybe you just need to care to really understand people. Whipper Recruitment. People who know people.
When people call me about their internet, they say, "Oh, I've hit my data limit, it's slowed down. What do I do?" Well, if you're a Telstra Home broadband customer, just sing out to top up. You've got 3 for free. That's a free home broadband top up 3 times a year to keep you going.
Because at Telstra, we care about your peace of mind, and we want to be famous for it.
Tonight's Sport Report, brought to you by Jeep. Don't hold back.
The Socceroos head to Brazil tomorrow, knowing they still have plenty of work to do to be competitive against the best in the world. Last night, the Aussies failed to get the better of an understrength South Africa at ANZ Stadium, the match ending in a draw.
As the Socceroos continue their run to the World Cup, the warning signs are there. But internally, a disappointing outing against South Africa isn't cause for too much concern.
We need to get games into these guys. You know, they've got to get up to 15, 20, 25, 30 caps, and it's not going to happen, like I said, unless somebody can find a better way for me to do it than playing games.
The coach admits he agonised over the decision to release 3 players. Andrew Zacks ended up falling on the injured Curtis Good, who couldn't overcome a hip problem. Adam Sirota also missed out, as did midfielder Josh Brillante.
And the boys are working really hard. They are working very, very hard. And you can see that it means an awful lot to everybody.
In front of 50,000 fans, stand-in skipper Tim Cahill produced one of only a few highlights. But with the likes of Jednak, Rogic, Bresciano and Sporanovic to return, there's still a belief the Socceroos can hold their own against the world's best.
The intent was there last night. Sometimes, you know, some over-exuberance and, you know, a little bit of fatigue made things look scrappier than we wanted to.
The 27-man squad head to Brazil tomorrow morning. They'll enjoy 2 more hit-outs before the real stuff kicks off with a match against Chile on June 14.
The Socceroos will be based in the little-known beachside city of Vitoria. Mark Barrows travelled there to find out what awaits them.
The locals have the beach to themselves for now. When the Australians land, they'll be the first World Cup contenders to arrive in Brazil. Their home base is the city of Vitoria, a day's drive north from Rio. It doesn't have Ipanema Beach, probably a good thing for a team trying to focus.
Oh, you guys are going to feel that you are home. Surfing and dishes from the ocean.
It fits all our criteria. It's not a hosting city, so I think there'll be less sort of distractions around the camp. We can control the environment pretty well.
The Australians have the best hotel in town. The sounds of Brazil are everywhere. It's secure, a luxury enclave.
And they wake up to this, eh?
I think they're going to have a really nice day after that, huh?
Some view.
So, hotel tick. But the Australians' training ground is still being worked on. Workers are frantically trying to get it in shape and install equipment before an Aussie touchdown. It's more dire elsewhere, with most stadiums still not finished.
Has Brazil left its run too late, or what do you think will happen?
Well, some of them have little things to do, but most of the games, the structure for the games are prepared.
What is surprising for a football-mad country is the lack of World Cup fever. There are no flags or colours in Vitoria. Instead, a strong sentiment the money spent on stadiums should be going on schools and roads. Vitoria will be home to the Socceroos in name only. Over coming weeks, they'll be crisscrossing this country that's nearly 1 million kilometres larger than Australia. They'll be heading north, northwest, south and down near the border with Uruguay. 12,000 kilometres in all. Even if a win eludes the Socceroos, the experience will be priceless. Mark Burrows, NBN News.
Jets players Adam Taggart and Mark Birighitti will both travel to Brazil as part of the Socceroos' 27-man squad. But the coach says Josh Brillante missed out because Australia has a wealth of talent in the midfield.
I wanted to bring him in because I rate him very, very highly, and I know he'll be, he'll become a player who will be called up again.
Knights coach Wayne Bennett has named his squad for Sunday's clash with the Warriors. Jeremy Smith and Joey Leilua return from injury, while Darius Boyd and Beau Scott will be monitored after Origin. The recently re-signed Marvin Filippo is 3 weeks away from featuring for Newcastle after suffering a forearm injury while playing in France. Filippo was sacked by the Knights a year ago following an off-field altercation.
I was going through a dark period, went through some stuff. And then next thing you know, it come down to me having to leave the club. So I wasn't really happy, but I like to think I'm past that now and looking forward to the season.
Meanwhile, Adam Cuthbertson has signed a 4-year deal with the Leeds Rhinos. Knights legend Danny Medeiros will head to Brisbane tomorrow to be part of the build-up to Origin's 100th match. Today, he caught up with Mitchell Hughes to talk about the Blues' chances of breaking that series hoodoo.
Danny Medeiros, last New South Wales captain to win a series, unfortunately. Mate, you've had a look at the build-up, you've had a look at the teams. How do you think New South Wales is going to go this year?
Yeah, once again, we're at this situation. It's a great time of year, but we're playing a formidable team there in Queensland. I've gone through so many big game experiences together, and, you know, we've got an untried pair of halves. We're going again, rolling the dice, and, you know, hopefully they've come up with the right game plan. Laurie's brought in a lot more science to this campaign. He's brought in Gary Dooley, who's a life coach, and I had a little bit to do with him, and he's fantastic. He had a bit to do down at the Swans with their culture that they've built down there. So they're building towards the future. It's about, you know, look at our under-20s, our 18s and 16s. They always go really well. So if we get those guys to come through and want to do their best for their state, I'm sure we'll have a bit of a reign soon.
What about the fact that the first game's up in Queensland? What was your experience of a game one at Suncorp Stadium?
What you need from game one, you probably make a pact together. You make it, you know, a bit of a promise that you'll have that same squad the whole way through. Maybe through an injury you can't help, but as a performance base, you want that same group to be there for game 3. So I'm sure the players will be no different up there, and no doubt it's an ambush sort of style. You've got to go up there in front of a packed house, coming off 8 series. They've gone through a lot of emotional baggage, I guess, and a lot of ups and downs together, but they know they're not far off.
What is it about the Queenslanders? Why have they gone so well since the last time we won a series?
Yeah, the team complements each other. In the middle of the ruck there, they've got all leaders of their club in the middle of the field. You know, whether or not they're leaders of their club, they're in their leadership groups, they're guys that have performed at the highest level for a long time, and they know how to keep calm at the back end of each half. Hand on your heart, what's the series prediction? It's tough, you know. 2 games, you know, if I'm realistic, 2 games in Queensland, it's going to be tough. The first game, and maybe we can catch them off a little bit with the team that we're going to put out there, because, you know, it's an unknown to Queensland as well. You know, years gone by, it's a different look. So maybe we can catch them a little bit and just sneak home in the first one, and then, you know, like I said, this first game sets it up, and bring it home for the second, and have a big packed house there, pretty hostile environment, and get the win and sew the series up.
Yeah, good on you, Bedsy, and thank you very much to our own very own Danny Wilder, Mitch Hughes. And in breaking news, there's concern over Luke Lewis ahead of Origin 1. He's needed fluid removed from his knee, so, well, could be in danger.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up, we'll have the weather with Gav.